All right, we are back. We're going to be drinking some Pilsner or Quell, and this is, of course, from Pilsen, Czech Republic. And this was actually given to me by Big Dude Barbus. He actually packaged this up nicely, bubble wrap to the max, and sent this along with my Barbus order. And I couldn't be more thankful. Let's crack this open. Get right into this. I got my mug right here on the side. Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to get a little head and then back it off. There we go. That's the way I like it. All right, let's do a toast to Big Dude Barbus. Oh, hell yeah. If you guys haven't had a Pilsner Urquell, they do have American distribution, and it is a fine lager indeed. Really good, classic. All right. I'm using some Barbus Active, which was recommended to me by multiple people. So if you're going to get Barbus, get the Active first. That's a good one. And it does smell good. It's fresh. It's clean. I think it's kind of a little bit like an old school, like traditional barbershop-y type feel. And it is real nice. It's funny, the appearance, at least to me, I thought it was going to be like some super soft crope, but it actually has kind of a gummy type consistency, and it was not at all as soft as I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and get some water on the cheeks. So when I lathered up off cam, I did kind of like when my sink was filling up, I had my soap pressed into the sides and bottom of my bowl, and I had it all spread out in a nice, even, thin layer. That way when I go to use my brush and whip it up, it whips up easily since it's not in one big mound in the middle. And what I did was I just kind of moved my bowl under the sink for just a second to get the water while my sink was filling. And I swished that water around to get the soap that was on the walls kind of saturated a little bit. You could call it bowl blooming, perhaps. And I know CDB does something like this. I'm not sure. Can't remember if he leaves it sit for an extended period of time or if he just gets right into it like I did. And I know Don Youngner from What the Face kind of does something like this where he kind of loads heavy and then puts like the entire amount of water, the entire additions of water right in the beginning and like front loads it. And then what he does is he will begin working the lather and water from this kind of like overhydrated state, some might say. And he works it all the way to the point where it's good again because he loaded heavy. So it kind of first is real airy and big bubbles, but if you just keep working it, it gets to the same destination where it has, no bubbles or very small bubbles and a decent density and all those factors that we like in our lather. And that's kind of what I did as well. Kind of did like the Youngner method, because when I put my bowl under the sink, even though it was quick in and out, I definitely added a shit ton of water. And after I kind of saturated the soap on the walls of the bowl, and I looked at it, I was like, well, there is a lot of soap in there. So let's just see if I can work it, back into a usable state. And at first, big bubbles, and I was thinking, all right, this looks really airy. But I just kept working it, tried to get all that soap off the walls. And it turned out all right. All right. We're going to be using the supply injector with a Schick Proline B20 blade. This is on their more aggressive plate, the 3-dot. And this supply injector was given to me by Jack from the Virtual Groomroom as a gift. And I appreciate that, buddy, because this is a very nice razor. And Jack actually recently put out a video, the first one in a little while. And I was happy to see that. Alright, so this will be my first time using the Barbus shave soap. I mean, I bowl lather, so it's going to be kind of all the same format of lathering. But I have used the Barbus Sport, which is a cream. That was given to me by Ken over at Shave 326. And I appreciate that. That Barbus Sport has a nice scent on it too. I'm pretty familiar with this supply injector. And where I think the 1-dot plate and the 2-dot plate are kind of mild, the 3-dot plate is pretty nice. It gives you a touch of blade feel and a little bit more efficiency. And I think most shavers can appreciate that. I think it is a pretty good design. This is a hefty razor. Definitely different than the vintage Schicks. This has some real heft to it. But it's not as bulky as I thought it would be. I know I've mentioned that before in the past. You see like 1,000 ads for supply, or at least you used to back in the day. And I thought this was going to be like really bulky, because sometimes they have like a shit ton of close-ups. But it really wasn't. Cue the sirens. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's probably the douchebag Dodge Charger. Hola. Douchebag Dodge Charger. A little nod to Shave 326. But anyhow, I am a fan of the supply injector. I know the wet shaving community is kind of, 50-50 on it, but I think it's overall a good gateway into the hobby with all that marketing money and all that advertisement. I do think it's good overall for the hobby, and it's not like it's a piece of trash. It's not like a piece of junk. It's a good shaver, but I think it never really approaches that like super efficient level. They don't really have like a plate 4 or anything like that. All right, let's get some more lather. Not the most dense lather in the game, but I wouldn't call it airy or anything like that. Just a lightweight, kind of just kind of like a easy to use. It really whipped up fast. Probably like a medium low density but high structure for sure. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go nuts with the lather that's left over in my bowl. I could have it like, you know, like an inch off my face if I wanted. But nevertheless, it's not really airy. It's not the densest either though. Just kind of maybe medium low. Really high structure though. Not a problem at all though. Seems like it does got some slickness. So, I don't know if you guys caught the mail call where I unboxed the Barbus, but he really hooked me up, and he's a supporter of a lot of our channels, and he's always in the comments section and on social media just supporting the hell out of everybody. And that doesn't go unnoticed. Doesn't go unappreciated. And I think we all, for the most part, enjoy the interactions with the Master Barbus. Sorry if you guys could hear that water running. My wife might be getting in the shower in the other bathroom. So sorry about that if it's bothering you. I did pick up the matching aftershave lotion, I believe he calls it. Have never used that either. And then he threw in a cool little set of beard oil along with some chocolate hazelnut wafers, candy bars, and and this beer that I'm drinking. And I just cannot be more satisfied as a customer with all these extras. I appreciate it. I don't know. I know that plenty of people have gotten the candy bars. I've seen multiple people do unboxings and get candy bars. And I think the beard oil and the beer was more so a gift because we've had many interactions on social media and in the comments section, and it was just a nice gesture, and I really appreciate it, Master Barbus. I think you're doing things the right way by just showing love and supporting the community. I think it's kind of hard to hate on that. Alright, let's get the Lancaster towel, try to get some of this off. So, first thoughts on the Barbus active soap here. The scent, it's a nice scent, pleasant scent, inoffensive. I think, you know, it's easy to enjoy. Smells classic, you know, like a traditional barbershop type scent. Maybe maybe you're using your imagination, it might lean a tad cologne-y, but to me, I would just say it's kind of clean barbershop, style in that genre. Soap is solid workhorse soap. I don't think it's gonna give you a showman's lather or anything like that, like CDB might say, but it's easy to lather, and it does have plenty of slickness to help you get the job done, and that's really all you need. Let's see about this Barbus Active Aftershave Lotion. There it is on the back. Aftershave Lotion. Looks like he added those himself since it's not in English, which is helpful. I do like the little black flask. I think that's a nice touch. Got a decent restrictor on top. I was skeptical. Oh, maybe not as decent as I thought. The restrictor can be improved. That really came flying out of there. Feels like it is perhaps an alcohol aftershave splash. I do got a slight bit of tingling throughout, but this smells better, no doubt about it. Definitely in the same realm, but I think it's more bright. And I think the powder is a little bit more sultry, and I can dig it. So the restrictor on this can be improved. It could be a little bit more restrictive in my opinion, but feels really good. Gonna be getting into this this Fashak 24 karat beard oil with the the gold flakes inside. Be fucking shining after this. Gonna be getting into that off camera. I just wanted to say thanks one more time, Big Dude Barbus. I appreciate you. Cheers. Gonna be cracking into this chocolate candy bar here. This was also from Slovakia, which is where Master Barbus is from. You kind of see here, it's like a wafer, kind of like a Little Debbie's peanut butter wafer type deal. Whoop. And they got the hazelnuts throughout. It's actually really good. I gave it to the wife as well, and she really enjoyed it as well. So these little Lena candy bars are not to be slept on. They're actually pretty good. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you for joining me for this Tuesday shave. I appreciate the support. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. We're almost to hump day. Then it's all downhill from there. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good night. I'll catch you on the next one.